When Everton sacked Rafa Benitez, I thought, oh, there's probably some really good candidates out there to get Everton out of trouble. Probably okay. They got a lot of good players. When they appointed Lampard, I said to quite a few friends of mine, Everton are going to go down or they're going to be very, very close to relegation. And I've been proved right so far. It's not over yet. Everton may escape trouble, but the loss to Burnley last night was just a gigantic defeat. And the thing with Lampard is that you have a London based media who love people like Frank Lampard and John Terry. And no doubt he was an amazing player, or his stats were amazing anyway, and he made a great career, and fair enough to him. But if you look at him as a manager, what has he done? He took over at Derby before they had financial issues, huge amounts of money, massive budget, couldn't get them promoted. Took over Chelsea. Admittedly, they had a transfer ban. He did some okay work. He brought through Mason Mount and some other young players, and he got sacked. And you can say that he laid the foundation for that team to win the European Cup, but it's not really true because it was Tuchel's team that how they played, how they tactically outsmarted Man City in the final. Lampard wouldn't have done that. So my point is that Lampard is an average manager at best. He's not done anything with huge budgets and huge players, really. And you're expecting him to go to Everton against people like Sean Dyche and Roy Hodgson. I don't know. The other issue is the style of play. He wants to pass out of the back and he wants to play pretty football. And that's all well and good playing pretty football, but you need results. You need to have a manager there who can just avoid relegation. You don't need to play. I mean, like they bought Dele Alli and Donny van der Beek on loan. Like they're just ludicrous signings for a relegation battle. They're ludicrous signings. You need to go and buy a striker and go and buy maybe a centre back. And you need some, I think Everton lack a bit of physicality. I think you can analyze football players like mental, physical, technical, broadly speaking. You can say they've got a lot of good technicians like a Van der Beek, like an Allen, like, they have players that can play Gomez. They're technical players, but they're not really physical players. You've got maybe Decore in there, but I feel like they needed to pick up some players that could fight. And I don't. I really think that Everton are going to get relegated, and I think if they get relegated, they're going to go out of business like Leeds. And I do not. If I was the Everton board, I'd accept that I'd made a mistake with Lampard. I'd sack him, and I'd try and find someone, not Sam Allardyce, but someone like Sam Allardyce. And Everton fans won't like to hear that, but they just basically need to avoid relegation. And then 1 point, Burnley are up their arse now. And if Watford start winning and Burnley start winning, they've got a problem. They play Man United on Saturday morning, which is a short turnaround. United, obviously, I'm a United fan. God knows, Everton could probably beat United at the moment. God knows. But assuming that that result goes the same way, I believe that Burnley play Norwich. So by Monday morning, Everton could be in the relegation zone. Absolutely, 2 points in the relegation zone. And for me, Lampard isn't the man. He's an average manager at best. He's done nothing, and the fans got him appointed as well, so the fans can't complain. Like the board at that point needed to be stronger, but they're scared because that's a rudderless football club. Like Mashiri's bought some players. They got spent 500 million quid on players, basically wasted most of it. That's a rudderless football club without football expertise. Mashiri has too much power and no one can really remove him because Usmanov's obviously gone now, but Mashiri can decide because he's providing the money. But I know for a fact that he bought Cenk Tosun. Like, what skill does Mashiri have to purchase Tosin? None, and he's a flop. Like everyone thinks they can buy players, but it's very, very nuanced. But anyway, if Lampard stays, Everton are going down, and if they go down, they're going bankrupt. Mark my words.